The night of August 21st was marked by another exchange of strikes by the warring sides in Ukraine. Russian drones struck Ukrainian rear facilities used by the military for the second night in a row. Strikes were reported in at least 7 Ukrainian regions, including in the west of the country. At least 3 explosions thundered in the Kiev region. According to preliminary reports, one of the targets there included the air defense systems deployed in the town of Bielortsikva. Russian drones struck a large fuel depot in the city of Kremenchuk in the Poltava region. More strikes hit the local Mirgorod airfield. Among other targets, facilities for the repair and production of weapons and military equipment and warehouses with military equipment were struck throughout the country. The armed forces of Ukraine launched a massive drone attack in the Russian rear, including the capital. Meanwhile, the Russian aerospace forces do not stop pounding Ukrainian forces accumulated in the Sumy region, including with upgraded heavy bombs. According to the Russian Defense Ministry, in total, 45 Ukrainian drones were destroyed in the Russian rear regions by the air defense forces. 11 Ukrainian UAVs were destroyed on their way to Moscow. According to the mayor of the Russian capital, this was one of the most massive attacks on the city. It failed. At about midnight, Russian air defense forces shot down a Ukrainian missile in the west of the Rostov region. Ukrainian attacks deep in the Russian rear regions bring no results on the battlefields. Russian forces repel attacks by Ukrainian assault groups in different directions in the Kursk region. The armed forces of Ukraine do not weaken the onslaught, but they have not gained a foothold in some large towns in the border areas so far. Achieving no results on the ground, Ukrainian forces are suffering heavy losses in manpower and military equipment supplied by NATO. The Russian army does not stop advancing in the Donbass. After Russian forces took control of New York, they expanded the zone of their control on the northern flank of Toretsk, in Pivnich-Noe and Drushba. The pace of the Russian advance remains high in the Pokrovsk direction, where the Russian army is approaching a large Ukrainian stronghold in Seladovo. According to preliminary reports on the battlefield, the village of Kamyshevha has come under Russian control. Battles approach Pitikie. The Russian advance in the area threatens the entire Ukrainian grouping in the area of the Kolov water reservoir. Various military sources are reporting on the upcoming Ukrainian attacks in the Zaporozhye region. Ukrainian reconnaissance groups were spotted in the Kamenskoye direction. The Russian army is preparing for defense on the southern front.